Hey, it's Dr. Katie, the Senior Centered Physical Therapist. Today I'm out on the golf course. Well, not really, because it's getting kind of cold. So this video is an instructional video on how to improve your golf game with some exercises that focus on strength, stability, and flexibility. What that means is I'm not going to go through every repetition of the exercise with you. I'm just going to do a demonstration on how to perform them, and then you can do them on your own. For this video, you'll probably need a TheraBand, a chair or a stable surface you can hold on to, and then you can use your bed or a mat table if you have one, or a comfy mat on the floor to do some of our stretches. So if you're ready, let's get started. Our first exercise is called a lat pull down. I took my band and I tied it in a knot, so I folded it in half and tied it in a knot in the top. Then I'm going to take this band and I'm going to close it in the doorway pretty high up. My doors are pretty tall. If yours aren't this tall, you can put it over the top of the door. That way you'll have enough room to pull all the way down. So this move is called the lat press, like I said before, but you're going to hold the band, one in each hand, and then you're going to pull your hands down by your side, keeping your elbows straight. So if you don't have a band, you can just do this motion and really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades up and down. Here we go. I'm pulling down to my sides and back up, down and back. Making sure my shoulders aren't up by my ears, nice and relaxed. Also making sure I don't arch my back. So we're using our back muscle, but we want it to create a nice, strong, stable back. Our next exercise is the Pallof press. So I'm going to take that same knot, put it about chest height in my door, and then close my door. With this, you're going to grab the band with both hands, one on top of the other, and then you're going to stand so that your shoulder is closest to your door frame. And then we're pushing out, holding, and coming back in. Here we go. Push out. I'm making sure that I don't rotate towards the door because that's what the band wants me to do. So I'm counter rotation right now. That's what my abs are working on. So you'll really feel your obliques kick on. And that's the thing that really gets us a lot of our power when we come to our twist and our backswing is working those obliques. Also works during the downswing and impact as well. It's our follow through. So those abdominals kicking on are major, major help to everything in the golf swing. You'll also feel your leg that's closest to the door, that glute, that side glute is really working to stabilize as well. Once again, we love working power in our glutes. We're gonna do that throughout this whole workout because that's so important to our golf swing and our life as well. So you're gonna take your stable surface and you're gonna put your hands about shoulder distance apart, then walk your feet back to that plank position. You wanna make sure your belly is braced. Think about if someone was about to punch you, how you kind of suck in your belly a little bit. And then you're gonna keep your nice tall posture. You're gonna inhale as you come down, exhale, push away. So this is a good full body workout right from the start. We're working the shoulders, we're working the pecs, the chest muscle, we're working our abdominal muscles. All of these muscles are required for our golf swing at different times, so it's really working every point of the golf swing. This next exercise is the single leg deadlift. So I've got my chair. I'm gonna put a little bend in my standing leg. I'm gonna brace my belly again. Then I'm gonna tip forward at the hip and squeeze my butt to come back up. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. I'm really focusing on squeezing my standing leg to pull me back up. So this is working our glutes our hamstrings, the stabilizing muscles in our ankle. Once again, all part of every part of our golf swing. So a really important exercise here. Our next exercise here is our step up. So as you can see, I've put my step against my stable surface. So make sure you push yours against a wall, or if you're using your stairs, use the bottom step so you don't accidentally fall down the stairs if you were to lose your balance. So I'm gonna go up with my right and down with my left. Here we go. We go up and down. What is this working? Glutes, of course, right? So important to the power in our swing. So we're squeezing to get up to the step. And then once we're here, lowering down with the left really forces the right to have to stabilize. So it's working on the way up and on the way down. Don't worry about that left side. We'll do that in a minute. Our last two exercises are stretches. So I'm gonna roll down to my side. My hips are about at 90 degrees, my knees are bent, and my feet are stacked. Keeping my knees stacked on top of each other as well. I'm gonna lay down and hold my hands out in front of me. And then I'm gonna bring the top hand over, keeping the rest of my body still. So my knees are still stacked, my feet are still stacked, and my shoulder is still touching the bed. I want you to look up at the ceiling when you're doing this stretch. I'm gonna look at you just so I can keep talking to you. Ideally, we want both shoulders so they're flat on the bed, but that gets hard, especially if you haven't done this stretch before. So this is one that's gonna take some practice, and you're gonna have to just increase your flexibility with it. Let's take a little rest and come back. So if you're holding your arm up here, that's okay. Just every day that you work on this, just keep trying to relax your body, help increase your flexibility. Really feel that nice twist in the upper spine too. The last thing we're gonna stretch is our hip flexors. So our hip flexors bring our hip up towards our chest. And the thing with them is they get really tight because we sit a lot. So we're gonna stretch those out to help not only decrease the tension in the front of our hips, but it'll actually help our glutes as well. So my shoulders are towards the middle of the bed, my hips are towards the edge, and I'm just dropping my left leg off of the table. If that's not enough of a stretch for you, you can get a strap, or this is just a towel, and you can pull your ankle towards your bottom. And you just want to feel a nice stretch in the front of that hip. We're holding this for a minute here. And notice that my other leg is bent. This is going to help to decrease the stress on my back. So we don't want any back pain. If you're arching your back and it's hurting, try to bring your foot forward a little bit more. And just always keep your thigh on the table. So back of the thigh needs to stay on your bed in order for this stretch to really do its magic. For our hip flexor stretch, we can do this in a couple ways. One is kneeling, the other is laying on our back, which is the way I show in this video. If you'd like to do kneeling though, this is how you do it. I take a pillow and I place it on the floor, and then I hold onto the wall or a stable surface. I put a chair probably next to me so I'd have something to grab onto. But I'm gonna take a split stance. I'm gonna lower my right leg to the floor. So I'm now in a lunge, and then I'm gonna make that lunge a little bigger by bringing my left leg forward. Then I'm just gonna shift my weight forward till I feel a stretch in the front of my right thigh. And then I'll hold it for a minute. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a blast for me to make, and I hope all of you golfers out there continue to use this video to get stronger, more flexible, and more balanced over the off season. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Also visit my blog, www.theseniorcenteredpt.com. And until next time, I'm Dr. Katie, the Senior Centered PT, and have the strength to live life to the fullest. Bye-bye.